In the research project, we explored the data after we validated it for as many times as we could, and after we have our updated dictionaries. So, in your Eventus folder, you should have, among other things, actors dictionary. You should have counties, states, filters, your full corpus from previous steps, along with your configuration file in the blank file. You're going to click on your configuration file, and you're going to see a few things. First, line number 4 was tailored for previous steps when we were doing the validation process, but we're going to change that and enter the name of our entire corpus. Likewise, we're going to change number 8. Last time it was something along the lines of machine. Now we're going to change that and name it full. Aside from these two changes in lines number 4 and number 8, you're going to make sure that whatever other modifications or updates you had are also reflected in this file. So if you change your actors dictionary and it's now actors version 4, you change that. And if you added counties or states to your dictionaries, or if you added new filters to your filters dictionary, you make that, you reflect that too. So you save this. This is configuration version 2. Now you're ready to run Eventus after you make sure that the names inside the configuration file match the names inside the folder in Eventus. So make sure that these names match. Once you're sure that they all match, you're going to look for the folder that contains these files and the Eventus software. Once you're inside the folder, you need to enter Perl space Eventus. You can type the first 3-4 letters, press tab, and then that should give you the entire name of the software. Don't need to type it in. After that, after you get that name, you're going to press space. You're going to enter the name of the configuration file. In this case, configuration version 2. You're going to press enter, and it's going to start coding the whole entire corpus. In your folder, you should see 2 new files: the codes and the text. Now, once we have enough to work with, I'm going to pause the process so I can show you what to do after you get your full coded Eventus file. So you can open up your text. The first thing you're going to do is copy the tab with Ctrl+C, select the whole content, Ctrl+A, press Ctrl+F to open up the window. Where it says find what, you're going to enter a dash, and where it says replace with, you're going to enter the tab that you copied. So this is dash, this is the tab. You're going to replace all, and you can see all the changes. Another thing, we're also going to go to your actors Excel sheet, and we're going to copy all the main actors onto a text file. So you go to your main group actors, start at the top, select one cell, you press Shift and arrow to the right, and then while pressing Shift, you also press Control and then downward arrow, and that's going to select your whole column of main actors. You're going to copy that with Control C. You go into Notepad. You can press Control N for a new sheet, a new pad. You can paste the content that we just copied. And here it is. Here's the main actors from your Excel sheet. Now you're going to copy this whole thing. You're going to select all the content with Control A. You're going to go to text FX. Should be here on your bar. You're going to go to Tools. Make sure that the options Sort Ascending and Sorts Output are selected. If they're selected, go ahead and press Sort Lines Case Insensitive. And what that does, it's just going to get rid of any duplicates in the text. So now you have only one name for every main actor. So you're going to select this again with Control A. You're going to go to Edit, Line Operations, Sort Lines Ascending, and that arranges the text file by alphabet. You're going to save this as list main actors.txt. And that's your list main actors file. Now, next step in formatting this is taking the first numbers of the code and replacing them with whatever main actor you have over here. So for example, this group is coded as number 20. Over here, we have, in this particular case, 100 being the code for the location, Colombia, and then 20 being the number for the actor. So we're going to copy this, the 100 and the 20. Again, this can change according to your location and according to your actors. Some actors may have single-digit numbers. Other actors may have double-digit numbers. Some locations may have 2 digits. Other locations can have 3 digits. So you make the determination, and keep in mind that the first numbers usually refer to the location, while the next numbers after that refer to the actor name. So once you have that, you're going to copy it with Control C, select the whole text with Control A, Control F will bring up this window. You're going to, in Find What, you're going to paste the number, the code, and you have the tab here. Make sure there's a tab, and then you start typing the name of the criminal group that you are replacing. So we have a tab, name, and then another tab. Replace all, and what that does is it gives you a tab followed by the name and then another tab. You're going to repeat this process for every other group. So for example, group 303, or let me get another one. 100 is the location code, and group 01 would be the FARC. So I'm going to, again, copy the first numbers, copy it with Control C, select the whole content with Control A, bring up the window with Control F, paste the code. You have tabs on both sides, so all you gotta do is replace the name of the actor. tab, name of the actor, then another tab. Replace all, and that's what it will give you. Now once you have that, you should have something that looks like this, where every actor is isolated by a tab on each side. Right? And then the next step after this is pasting it onto an Excel sheet, which is the subject of the next video.